I will bless the Lord. This poor man cried unto the Lord. And he delivered me from all my fear. Oh, magnify the Lord with me.
Hallelujah.
And let us exalt his name together. I will bless the Lord at all times. I will bless the Lord.
These demons do not like to hear the praise. These demons are screaming. The demons are going crazy today.
The only country in the whole region that shares our values of our Western societies. In fact, is one of the foundations of our Judeo-Christian identity.
Yeah, I'm not. So I'm not allowed to talk to anybody in the country? I'd say we're not very wanted around here. This place is no joke. We were down there just trying to talk to people. It's no joke. I'm going to my car. I'm going to my car. Dude. Yeah.
Jewish.
I'm going to my car.
Let us stand with Israel because it's the front line in the battle for the survival of the West, of our Christian Judean culture and of our freedom.
If she has Coca-Cola, then she'll make you into a black Christian. Don't come closer, Rabbi. Don't come closer, Rabbi. מה תצלם אצלי? מה תצלם?
מה קרה? מה קרה?
אנחנו עייפים, מחוצפת, לא מתביישת? ככה עושים לרב של הרב? shame on you! shame on you! העיניים שלך רעות! התראה! מחוצפת!
אדוני השוטר, הם תוקפים אותנו! אדוני השוטר, הם תוקפים אותנו!
shame on you! בושה לכם! shame on you! go back to Jesus! go to Jesus! shame on you! בושה! הרב של העיר! הרב של העיר! מה אתם מתביישים? תתביישו פה מפה! תתביישו מפה! You didn't see her face in court. Oh, that was good. Hey, ya beep, left, go! Get away from here! Get away from here! Get away from here! לא מתביישים?
Israeli men and women are fighting now for our freedom, are fighting for our civilization.
Go home! Go back to the USA! כמה עשרות שנים היא שקט. מה אתם רוצים מהילדים שלנו? Go home! You came to Israel to trap Jews into Christianity. Go back home. We don't want you here. Go back to the States. Take your Christians and teach them how to be good Christians.
You hear them saying for us to leave Israel. And the police are right here. The police are right here, and you hear them saying these things.
בהתחלה כשהוא הגיע לכאן לערד, הוא הגיע עם פאות, עם כיפה, הוא היה הולך לבית כנסת. הם רוצים להראות את עצמם כמו יהודים, מתחזים ליהודים, בונים סוכה, אבל אנחנו יודעים את המטרה שלהם. הם עושים כל אמצעי לתפוס את הילדים שלנו לנצלות. אנחנו כולנו כאן בערד יהודים, גם מי שלא שומר תורה ומצוות יהודי, הוא מאמין בהשם,
They want all Christians to leave this land here. They want this to be a Jewish state. They want this to be a Jewish state.
Almost every day, churches are arsonated and Christians are assassinated in Islamic countries. Even in so-called moderate countries.
Israeli prosecutors on Thursday charged a third Jewish suspect in a probe linked to a June arson attack at the shrine where Christians believe Jesus performed the miracle of the loaves and fishes. When the flames were finished, ruins remained. The price tag to rebuild totals millions. A shrine of such importance to the faith, of course, has to be rebuilt.
Early in this morning, I think 3:15, I heard it a big, loudly tone, and I ran out from my room, and I saw the main entrance from the monastery was burned, and I smelled it is benzene.
Since 2009, there have been 43 hate crime attacks reported against churches, mosques and monasteries in Israel and the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem. Staff at the monastery have vowed to repair the damage, including the graffiti written in Hebrew script that reads, "Eradicate false gods."
Christianity started here. The only thing that Palestine was able to export so successfully was Christianity.
Mitri Raheb is a Palestinian, a Christian, and a Lutheran minister from Bethlehem. He runs schools, cultural centers, and health clinics.
Christianity has actually on the back a stamp saying "Made in Palestine."
Christians face discrimination and humiliation on a daily basis. And the cause of all this Christian suffering is Islam. Rivers of tears are flowing from the Middle East, where there is only one safe haven for Christians. And indeed, this only one place in the Middle East where Christians are safe to be is the state of Israel.
The wall completely surrounds Bethlehem, turning the little town where Christ was born into what its residents call an open-air prison. You remember the day they put up the wall?
Yeah, actually it was in 2003, and I was about 14 years old. I went to school one day. I came back and found the wall surrounding the house.
Christy Anastas lives with her mother Claire, her father, brother, and sister in this house, which is surrounded on 3 sides by the wall. How do you live with this?
Well, it's not easy actually, but you get used to it because you have to.
The Anastas family lives on the 3rd floor. This is the view from the kitchen, from the master bedroom and bathroom. The children's room has a good view of this Israeli guard tower. The family runs a souvenir shop on the ground floor, sells Christian artifacts on what used to be the busiest commercial street in town. Now, it's a dead end. Members of your family have already left.
Yes.
And they have asked you to leave too.
Yes.
What do you say to them?
I tell them we have to stay. We need to stay and struggle and fight. This is our cross.
I think that the major problem in the West Bank, as in elsewhere in the Middle East, is that the Christian communities are living under duress.
And this duress is coming from Muslims, not from the Israeli occupation.
I believe that the major duress is coming from that.
Great selling point. Easy to sell to the American public.
Zahi Houri is a Palestinian businessman. He owns the West Bank Coca-Cola franchise.
I'll tell you, I don't know of anybody, and I probably have 12,000 customers here. I've never heard that someone is leaving because of Islamic persecution.
I have lived in Israel for a few years. It felt like home. It is our home. It is the only democracy in the Middle East. And it's the only country in the region that shares our values. Let's never forget it. And it's conflict with Islam. It's not about land. You will not solve it by changing land. It's about ideology.
You and you fucking Jesus could kiss my ass, okay? Don't take camera. I break your camera. Don't take picture. Shabbat shalom. No picture. We don't want picture.
Leave. You need to. You can't come in here. This is not your house.
This is not your house. We killed Jesus. We're proud of it. It's our land. Get the fuck out of here. This is my land.
This is not your land. It belongs to these families.
You son of a bitch. I'm gonna kill you and the Palestinians. You Nazi, you son of a shit. This is my land. God gave it to me. Fuck you, Nazi. Call everyone you want. I'm gonna kill you. Bastard. This is my house. This is my land. God gave it to me. And fuck you.
In his early political career, Wilders was a member of the VVD's foreign desk and specialized in Israel. He would visit their embassy in The Hague on numerous occasions. Such was the regularity of these visits that they aroused suspicion. According to the widely read magazine Vrij Nederland, a high-ranking officer in the Dutch Foreign Affairs Department was also concerned that Wilders was constantly asking very detailed questions regarding relations with Israel. In the article, the employee states, "Even though we couldn't prove it, it was obvious that Wilders was being informed by the Israeli embassy." Wilders makes no secret of his great affection for Israel and its people. He has a Jewish grandmother. He married a Hungarian Jewish diplomat and spent time living and working in the Holy Land in his youth.
This is, over there, is Kfar Tapuach. One of the most, the extremist settlements here.
After finishing school, the young Wilders lived here in an Israeli farming community called a moshav. His early exposure to the Jewish state, its people and its worldview were to have a profound effect on him and would help shape his politics. Moshav Tomer is an oasis within barren desert land. This is where, in his 20s, Wilders lived for more than a year, fenced off from the Palestinian villages close by. This is the only photo of Wilders from that period that Van der Walt could find.
But that's definitely Geert.
Definitely.
He didn't blonde his hair.
How dark, yeah, his hair is so dark here in comparison to what it is today. He was a very nice guy. I remember him very nice. And then he came back here a few times. He had come to visit. I had seen him here a few times. Person doesn't come back because he's not been touched by something.
Back when I rapped in high school, people told me that I'm tight for a white dude. I'm not white, I'm Jewish. I'm not white, I'm Jewish.
So let us hope and pray that I'm worthy of being a descendant of the prophets.